is just, I felt like she's just making waves. And I don't know if you know, but have you ever, and Cliff, I wanna speak to you about this. Have
Hi.
you ever seen those little picnics, out on the park or on the lawn or at the beach, and they're just so well
Yeah.
decorated and catered for.
Yeah. And it looks so nice. I mean,
They're
when you go
beautiful.
and then you think to yourself, miskien moet ek ook
You know,
so iets
it
kry,
motivated me
you
because
know?
I when I look at it, I was
Yeah.
so in love with it.
Come on.
And I actually found Tshepiso.
Mhm.
And Tshepiso does this, and she just makes it look gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's a 21-year-old living in Boksburg, Gauteng. A local cook to her community, is now the owner of Foodbytshepiso catering and event service. The business was established in May 2023, where it started with her cooking on her videos and
Nice.
posting it to TikTok.
Nice.
Tshepiso, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure. How are you guys in studio?
We are good. We are good. I am in love with what you do. I just fell in love with it when I saw it on TikTok, and I just had to hear where did the passion come from? Where did this all start?
It started by cooking, honestly. Hey, I love cooking with everything in me. I started cooking and then it ventured into doing deco, and here I am today, honestly speaking. I think the drive for cooking, and also when you meet different people in different aspects, like you cook for someone and they be like, no, why don't you try this? And when you try it, it becomes something you fall in love with, honestly. I think it's just the passion of loving the kitchen brought me here,
Oh, wow.
honestly.
And where did the idea come for the whole decor inspo?
Okay, so with the deco inspo, to be honest, I did not know anything about deco. I did not, I did not know anything. I was just mainly focused in the kitchen. And then came a time where one of my clients were like, no, can you do a picnic setup for me and my kids? And picnic setup for 8 at this park. I didn't have any equipment at that time. I had to Google, what do you use for picnics? I had to gather my strength. Then I did the setup. And then after I did the setup, I posted it on TikTok and it blew. It had over 300,000 views. And from there, it was a thing where people were just like, okay, can you do deco for us? Can you do deco for us? And I made it a thing. I made it a thing.
No, I mean, I saw it myself. It is beyond beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you guys only focus within your community or in your area or in the Gauteng, or do you guys go all over?
We actually travel over. We're actually going to Rustenburg tomorrow to do a 25th birthday, which is in the Northwest province. So we move all over. We just move all over, honestly speaking. So if anyone wants us in Cape Town, we travel to Cape Town. We just do the travel costs and we're there.
Okay. And being a 21-year-old and starting all of this, why didn't you opt for, the security of having being in society, going to a 9 to 5? Why did you start your own thing?
I actually had a job. I worked at Food Lovers in Sunwood Park 2022. So I finished matric 2020. And then 2022, I got into retail space. And believe you not, retail, when you're young, retail is too much. It's too much. The hours are crazy as well. So what I used to do is I used to cook, like when I'm off, I cook and I go deliver food for people. And then I decided to resign 2023 in April. And me resigning, I was like, you know what, I'm going to start my own food business. I'm doing this. And from then, it's been very amazing. I don't regret the decision at all, honestly speaking.
Were you scared of starting?
Like I resigned from my job, my 7 to 7 job. Yes, I did food and started selling food from then after I resigned.
And then were you fearful when you started, venturing out on your own? Because I mean, you are coming from a retail job. You've got a secured amount of money coming into your account, guaranteed. This is how much money you are getting paid each month, despite the amount. But now you're going into a space that says, I might earn 1K. I might not make anything. I might make 10. I might not make anything this month. Was there, a sense of fear being a young person to even get started?
To be honest, the love of money, number one. I want a different lifestyle for myself, to be honest.
Nice.
And reason why, like, I was scared at first, but also I've got very supportive parents, to be honest. My parents are one people, like, if I tell them now that I want to release something, they will give me all their support.
Okay.
Starting the business was very hard, but as time goes by, I was learning a lot of stuff, and yeah, here I am today. I can proudly say that I've learned a lot of stuff, and I'm still learning a lot of stuff in this catering, because catering and events, it's not an easy job. It's really not. But the more when you love it, it's easier for you to navigate anything you want, honestly.
Tshepiso, tell us about those hardships that you faced starting the business and being within the catering line of work.
Number one, what I learned, time management. At first, when we released that we're doing deco, the what can I say? The customer base was so much that we could take probably like 3-4 clients in a day, not knowing that we're killing ourselves. And also bear in mind that distance as well. Because maybe I'm taking a trip that's going to Randburg, and then I've got one that's going to Sandton, even though they close, but that 45 minutes on the road going there, I don't know what I'm facing or what I'm going to face. So our biggest challenge as a business was time. Time was bad, because in a day we used to take a lot of people, and it used to kill us because we end up having to refund. And clients are very strict. Someone who doesn't know you and they inquire about a service, or they just want to know, okay, what you're offering. Once they pay the deposit, and on the day they have to pay the remaining balance. When you come late, that balance is no more your balance. Now you have to take their deposit and refund them for being late, because you inconvenienced their event. So the hardships that we've faced was time. Anything else, I don't want to lie, anything else was just perfectly, it's just the time management. Time management killed us when we were still starting, because we had to like do refunds. Maybe in a month we refund over 10,000 because of people want their refunds. You come 2 hours late, it's an issue. Like, you inconveniencing me, I want this and this and that. But now it's better because we know how to navigate time, and we've already know how to calculate distance. So we know if we're going to Randburg, let's just end at Randburg. Let's not take Sandton or Midrand saying no, it's 20 minutes apart, because sometimes it says 20 minutes apart, but I'm gonna have traffic that's gonna delay me for an hour or so. So hardships were time management, honestly.
Is social media really that important when starting up a business?
Yes. And I will say this confidently so. Social media is the most important foundation of a business. Someone once said to me, your biggest supporter is a stranger. And every day I'm learning that, because without social media, people wouldn't know what's Foodbytshepiso. When I started the Instagram account, I had literally 0 followers. Like, you start from the ground when you have a media page, but once you post and you let people know, like, you post and you tell your friend, and your friend tells her friend, and her friend tells her friend, already you've built a customer base of 5 people. So social media is really important, to be honest. It is very important. And also, social media can also kill your business when it comes to negative sides. Like, someone will say a review and be like, oh no, I've experienced this and this and this. It kills also, but it also builds your business. But social media is very important when it comes to a business, because your biggest supporter is always a stranger, to be honest. And always.
Tshepiso, how do you manage those negative comments? Because I know a lot of people that are posting their business on social media face those negative comments, and they either reflect on themselves and take it to heart and then stop the business. But how have you managed to persevere through those comments?
It wasn't really, really, really easy. I've got a business partner. Her name is Ayanda. She, if it wasn't for her and my dad, to be honest, I don't think I would have been at this point that I am when it comes to business. I'm a very fragile person. So when I see a negative comment, I cry. I'm someone who just cries like, oh my God, this person is posting this. What are people gonna say? So they always told me that in business, there's always gonna be good and bad because of that's when you know that you're growing. So how I deal with it is now if I get anything negative, I would text that person and be like, okay, what didn't you like? And they'll explain, please change this and this and this, work on this and this and this. And then we learn it from there. So when it comes to negative comments now, we are able to navigate around it. We'll talk to the client, understand what is it that we need to change on our end, what is it that they would like to also make them comfortable with having to trust the business again.
Is there any motivational tips that you can give to young entrepreneurs that wants to step into this line but is afraid of? Hello?
If anything, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
If anything, number one, trust yourself. Okay, I think my network is a bit bad, but I'm back. Number one, trust yourself, believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, and don't be scared to start. Like if right now, as you're sitting there and you're thinking about starting a cold drink business, do it, because you can never know where and how and when it's gonna boom. Like for me, if anything, trust yourself. Once you believe in yourself, everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. Believe in your stuff. Trust also that this business is gonna go well. It's not easy to start a business. It's not easy. When it comes to finances as well, it's not easy when you're still new in the business space because you don't know how to do it, how to run it. But don't say, I want to start a hair care brand and then say, but Clicks has it, so people are going to go to Clicks but not come to me. You'd be surprised that people would actually prefer coming to you than going to Clicks. So to be honest, when it comes to people and also the youth, trust and believe in yourself.
That is awesome.
Trust and believe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Before you leave, tell us, how can we get a hold of you? How can we get connected with Food by Tshepiso?
Okay, so you can get me on TikTok as Food by Tshepiso, as well as Instagram Food by Tshepiso, and then our cell phone number is 068 447 8379. So those are the three platforms that we are on. We're not on X. So on TikTok, it's Food by Tshepiso. Instagram, Food by Tshepiso. WhatsApp number is 068 447 8379.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tshepiso. We truly enjoyed having you. Thank you. I know what you have spoken will be inspiration to many young people out there.
All right. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you to the listeners as well.
Awesome.
Oh, my goodness. And of course, if you don't know how to spell her name, it's quite simple. It's Tshepiso, Tshepiso. So it's Tshepiso, Food by Tshepiso. And of course, she's all the way out in Gauteng. But